Hello everyone, welcome to, I assume just a one-off video here. I know it seems crazy, and like, even the aspect ratio is telling me I'm crazy, but I'm actually playing a mobile game here today. Not sponsored. The first ever non-sponsored mobile game video on YouTube. But this is, how do I even get to the main menu? Is it just escape, or no, of course not, because this is an emulator. There's no escape button on the, and I guess this is just like, yeah, you just click here. Okay, anyway. This is Galaxy Trucker. And I was reminded of it recently because I played a game of it in actual cardboard. It's a board game. And I was reminded that, like, I don't know, several years ago, I bought the digital adaptation, and it's great. It's a great digital adaptation. I haven't actually tried to play it multiplayer, but it does have that feature. And they, anyway, so we're just gonna do like a couple games of Galaxy Trucker while I explain the rules, and basically, like, if you like board games and have somewhere to play the board game, you should like buy it and play it. And if if the game looks interesting to you but you want to play it like on Android, on mobile, like, it's there. So I think this first game we're gonna do like the closest thing there is to like an introduction classic, or oh no, I don't want any expansions. Get out of here. We'll just have, I don't know. When I had the bots on standard, I think they're pretty easy to demolish. So we'll play again. So basically you are, over the course of a game, normally you would play 3 flights. We're gonna do like, my plan is to do 1 flight turn-based, and while I explain things in more detail, and then do like flight 2 and maybe flight 3 real-time, which is how the normal game is played, real-time, but they added turn-based for digital, and I thought the rules for I just don't want to be in too much of a hurry to explain. The rules for turn-based are pretty good also, I think. What is this? Okay, nothing. I wondered if there's a difference between like clicking here versus clicking here. No, they're both just like by the expansions. And this is by Czech Games Edition, isn't it? Galaxy Trucker developer? Not the tabletop. Galaxy Trucker. Yeah, it's developed by Vladislav, right, for Czech Games Edition. And I don't know, everything Vladislav has ever made is amazing. And also the digital adaptations of his / her, I don't even know, games are like way better than digital adaptations of most games, in my opinion. So we're gonna get started. Anyway, we play as truckers who are building a kind of galaxy truckers, right? We're building a spaceship to do like transport missions through dangerous regions of space. And so the game is kind of split up into 2 phases. In the first phase, you build the ship you're going to use, and then in the second phase, you go on adventures with your ship and try to maximize your profits, basically. So this is kind of the silhouette of the ship that I'm going to have, and you can, this is turn-based, so I can just pick this up and it doesn't really matter. I can put it back later. You put pieces on, and they have to connect properly. Our initial, so there's basically 2 kinds of connections. There's okay, fine. Can we? I don't know how to zoom in. I'm too stupid. So, but there's this kind of double like pipe connection, and alternatively there's a single one in the middle. And there's also these universal connectors which work both ways. Our starting little crew habitat is filled with universal connectors, and this has universal connector here, and these are universal connectors. So why can't I push that higher up? There we go. It was just stuck somehow. Okay. So, and there's a big pile of tiles that you could attach to your ship. In turn-based mode, you get like action points, which you spend on your turn. It costs 1 action point to look at a new tile. I don't really want any of these right now. So we're just going to keep looking for tiles. This one's interesting enough. And it's pretty flexible for attaching, which is nice. So ideally, you want to make use of all the space on all of your tiles. That's sort of sometimes hard, and there's no requirement that you do it. But you'd like to. So I'm just going to put this in. This is a shield generator. There's kind of like a split halfway through with either green or not green. And so it's a shield generator for half of your ship. If I have it put in like this, and if something bad is coming in on the top or left side of my ship, the shield generator will work for it. But if there's anything coming in on the bottom or the right side, it'll be ineffective. And I could flip it like this to be top right, or this to be bottom right, but I can't if I put it here. If I put it here, I can flip it this way, right, because it attaches. But you can't put... It won't even let me show it because it rotates all funny, but it's illegal to put a piece rotated so that it doesn't match up with its adjacent pieces. So I can put this... I can't put this here rotated that way. It rotates it for me. So I think I'm just going to grab the shield piece, and putting it here is as good as anything, I think. And I could reserve a crew capsule, but I don't really want to spend the points on it. There'll be good enough crew capsules. You can pass with up to 3 points in this turn-based edition, and those will be preserved for your next turn. So there you go. Now I've finalized this piece. I can no longer move it, or remove it, or whatever. And now my opponents are taking their turn. Tiles that have been revealed are always free for the taking. You can grab them whenever you want. Yeah, and the crew cabin did go away, so can't easily get that. Now that we've put at least one piece on the ship, we're allowed to look at the events that we'll be seeing on our little adventure. There's basically three piles here of, I think, 3 cards each. And there will be a 4th pile that we are not allowed to look at now. So you can see most of what will happen, but not all of it. And I don't mind that it costs points. It's very important to know what's going on. So these we can talk about when they come up, but you know, I guess we should talk about them now. On this mission, I mean, these 2 events both punish you for having a small number. How does sabotage work? It's for a small number, right? Can I like long press or something? No. But anyway, I think it's if you have the fewest crew. You get sabotaged. And here, if you have the fewest crew, you lose some time. This is a pretty typical combat zone. I think it's the only combat zone in Deck 1. If you have the worst engine speed, you lose some people. And if you have the worst, like, what do they call it? Laser strength? Combat strength? Something like that. The fewest weapon strength. Then you're going to get shot at by someone else. So we'd like to avoid those outcomes, obviously. Yep. Just let me look at all the pieces. There's nothing here I'm dying to take. Actually, I might grab the brown alien thing. Although I haven't seen much open space, so maybe not. Let's just look at all of them. It's fine. Yeah. So this is an enemy will encounter. You need at least 4 weapon strength to avoid being shot at by him. If you have more than 4, you can defeat him and take $3. This is a prediction that there will be meteors running into the ship that we'd like to avoid. This is another enemy. He's more difficult to defeat. If you fail to defeat him, instead of him shooting at you, he takes your stuff, because he's a smuggler. And this is cargo. These are kind of the most dense ways to get money, is by picking up cargo and putting it in your ship and bringing it home. I don't see any planets, though, or open space. So, for today's mission, maybe cargo and engines are the least important things to have. You know, we want some engines for this, but I think, like, crew is going to be pretty important. It also gets you cargo here. And you want to make sure that you are defended against meteors from the right and above. Okay. I still, like, don't think it would be so bad to grab this brown thing, which, We'll talk more about the details later, but it lets you kind of get more engine strength. However, I don't think I want it that badly. I'm just going to end my turn here. I don't really know where I would put it. I'm not in a rush to pay money to pay points to reserve it. Okay, and the opponents are also looking at the deck. Yep, makes sense. Okay, great. We love this is crew. Now, I don't actually have anywhere good to put that yet. but I would like to take it if I can. This is almost good. This is a laser, which we could attach here, for example. It's undesirable to have kind of dangling connectors off the ship. You want everything to be clean. And this is especially bad because the main downside, I mean, there's more, but the main downside of having exposed connectors is that small meteors coming in from that side that happen to hit right there will destroy the part. Whereas if it were something that, let's say a small meteor came in like this, there's no exposed connector here, and so it would just bounce off. So while I would love to have a laser that points up here, it's a bit of a risk to have this. If I had a shield that extended to the bottom right, or to the right anyway, I would be less worried about that, but sadly we pointed the shield up before we knew that we were going to face missiles from the right. So something else I could do... no. Well... actually, we didn't see any epidemics in the deck. It's reasonable probably to... just jam a crew cabin next to the interior there. I don't know. We'll see what else is in the deck before I make any decisions. Okay. So this brown... I still think including some brown aliens is fine. They... and this gives me an excuse, by the way, not to group two crew cabins next to each other, which makes you at risk of diseases spreading. So this thing lets you, instead of... each crew cabin holds 2 crew members, but if you have an alien life support, which is what this is, next to your crew cabin, you can choose to take 1 brown alien or a purple alien if you add that. And brown aliens basically just count as 2 engines. It's a pretty efficient way to use your space if you can. Okay. I'm always happy to take some engines, I think. Sure. This side of the ship is going to be a little bit tough to put together, but yeah, I'm happy with that. And I could take this. I probably should. Like, the fact that the possibility for a meteor to hit exactly here is, like, sad, but it's also really important to have lasers pointing up. And this is a good laser, so I guess I'll just take this. Okay, I wouldn't mind some batteries. I'm also looking for a shield that points to the right so that I don't have to worry about this so much. So, for example, we could do this. Fits reasonably well. What else do I want? Yeah, we said batteries would be good, right? I mean, here's 3 batteries that fit perfectly in a spot on the ship, right? Toss an engine in here. And maybe some more batteries, since we know we're going to be spending batteries on shields and on this weapon. Seems okay. I love having the universal connector pointing here, so whatever kind of lasers, whatever connection the lasers want, we'll be able to supply it. That's a cargo capsule, I think our first ever seen one. So it would be nice to have 1 or 2 of those, but we don't expect to need a lot. What I want is more crew. I haven't left myself much room for that. I want all of these to be lasers, have I? Yeah, we wanted ideally like 6 lasers and 6 crew is my recollection, right? Well, 6.5 lasers would be better, of course, but 6 is manageable. Oh, beautiful. No, it doesn't fit. The connector's wrong. The shape is right. Maybe I could reserve that to put it here? We'll see. This, I think, is fine. I don't mind some exposed connectors on the left based on what we're going to be seeing. That's the one I wanted. You know what? Give me both. They don't... Oh, they do fit together. Oh, that's so beautiful. Okay, it risks a slight epidemic, of course, but I don't... There aren't any in these 3 piles, and I don't think it's... It might not even be possible for there to be one in the ones. I don't remember. Anyway, really nice pickups there. Still looking for lasers, but the ship is nearly finished now. This actually is pretty good, except I'm out of points, right? I can't reserve it. I can't build it, I can't reserve it. Yeah. I guess I could if I really wanted to make sure I get that. It costs 2 to build something and only 1 to reserve, so I could reserve both of these. Planning to build them later. There is a, like, you want to be done quickly, so you don't want to waste time, and this kind of wastes a couple action points. But this is just a really nice piece to get on the bottom. Actually, no, it's not. It's fine. But for example, if like I could take this piece and it would be about as good. I don't even know yet which one of them I want, so let's just group them. I think there's some way for you to like group things. You can move them around and it automatically moves them for you, but I don't understand the meaning of... Hello? Why did it... It keeps doing this. Like, you guys can't see it right now, but I can. I'm gonna see if like once all the robots are done thinking, it goes back, or do I have to do something else? This is my first time like using this emulator. I mean, okay, I played this once or twice off camera, but... Okay. No? Yeah? Alright. I don't know. I just told it to recapture the window twice, and it worked on the second time, so who knows. Anyway, so what do we have in terms of batteries? We have 5. Yeah, sure. And in terms of shield or weapon strength, we only have 3, and I wanted 6. But if we can fit lasers here, here, and here, we'll already be at 6. And if I make one of these into a purple alien, I won't need all of these to be lasers even. Fine. So we have a lot of exposed bits on the right, and we're spending a lot of batteries on... So these weapons are less powerful than these, but they fire for free. These are more powerful, but you have to pay batteries for them. Still, I think just a laser pointing up is good enough for me. Now, like, I could take, for example, like, both of these, and I'd have a ton of, like, rocket power, right? I could go fast. But from the deck here, it doesn't seem like going fast is going to be a huge priority. What I would rather have instead is just, like, one of these, which I can feed a battery to once if we, like, get into a combat zone or something. I actually don't even think I need to spend batteries on it. I could just do this. Because with the brown guy, I'm already at like 5 engine strength, which should be plenty for Flight 1. Heck, yeah, but I don't know what kind of connector I want for the engine yet, because I want one of these to have a purple alien life support, and I don't yet know what kind of connector I'll need for that. So I don't really want to commit to either of these. Cargo. Nah. Oh, I shouldn't have spent more. Although, this is actually kind of perfect in a way. Because we know there's not a lot of cargo to be had, and red cargo is the best cargo. So maybe I just, like, slot in one tiny one of these things, and then whatever kind of connector I get here should be okay. Well, it's not guaranteed to be okay, I guess. It might be one that, like, just wants to go straight. I don't know. I think I'm not going to reserve that because I don't yet know if I want it. I'll just end turn. Okay, another crew cabin is interesting, but not really what I want. Oh, and you can see, by the way, how the other guys are doing progress-wise. So you could even look in more detail at exactly what they've built. Seems interesting. You can. So, oh, we haven't talked about the placement restrictions for. Okay, this is a good ship. I like this ship. I wish I had this ship. Look at all those lasers this guy's taken. So lasers can point in any direction, but you can't place something immediately in front of them. In general, lasers in the front pointing upward are the most valuable, but you can get some use out of lasers pointing sideways. I guess you're gonna have to put some engines on that, buddy, or you're not gonna be allowed to fly it. Anyway, so we can look at these guys, figure out what their combat strength is. We want to make sure we can beat their combat strength for the combat zone. But this guy's 1, 2, and then each of the ones that aren't pointing forward are worth only half a point. So this is like 3.5. He's going to get wrecked by the smugglers and the whatever else. And as long as we already have enough to more than overpower him. So I don't know. I mean, like I said, this crew cabin is kind of okay, but it's not really what I'm looking for. Ah, there we go. This is what I was looking for. Now, do I have something that fits into one of these two gaps? Is the cargo container still there? No, someone took the red cargo thing. So we want like an engine back there probably. And this one looks perfectly good. So now we're just looking for a couple lasers in the front, basically. Or if we got desperate, maybe batteries? There's no dead-end batteries at the moment. There's batteries, so we could do that. How badly do I think I need the batteries? Like, not that badly. We have a laser strength of 3, which we can up to... Actually, batteries seem kind of sick. The problem is that we know there's a... Where is it? Meteor swarm sending in a big meteor from the front. And you want to have a laser situated so that if it does bump into you, you can shoot it down. You can't use shields against big asteroids. So, like, this looks tempting because it does get us up to 8 batteries, which should be more than enough to do, like, everything we need to do. But there is the slight risk that... You know what, actually, I think it's fine. Because all that I would lose if the asteroid hit me there is, like, the batteries themselves. This isn't like a critical part of the ship. There's nothing else hanging off of it. Like, if we somehow lost this piece, for example, all of this would fall off, which we don't want. But like losing this just loses me the batteries themselves. And as long as I use them aggressively on other stuff, I'm probably fine. Plus, like, it's more likely you get hit in the middle than on the sides. So I think this is fine. Let me just grab the batteries that fit while they're here. And you know what? I could even throw this in. This is way more dangling connectors than I usually go with, but it doesn't look like we're going to get punished too much. And this is plenty of combat strength. Yeah, I think I'll just declare that I'm done. So finishing first is a useful thing to do as well. Once the first person has finished, the others are on a clock to finish more quickly. And you also get like a reward for... You get like a head start in the adventure phase. So, I don't know. This is an alright ship, I think. We have exactly 6 crew, because we have 2 pairs of humans, and then 1 alien of each color. Our weapon strength is off the charts. And we have shields protecting our exposed connectors, so we'll see how it goes. And, yeah, so it's asking me, do I want to use any fancy crew? And the answer is yes, I do. I'm going to have the fewest crew if I do this, which is a little bad, but not too bad. So now let's talk about the structure of the adventure part of the game. We're 3 ships, or I mean, you can play with whatever number of players, but at the moment 3. And we're kind of going along a track to go forward to our destination. And normally you just retain position on this track, but there are frequent events that come up that make you move around on it. So this is the deck of events. Why are there 8 cards? Ah, we looked at 3 piles of size 2. They weren't size 3, they were size 2. And then 1 more pile of size 2 that we didn't get to see. And you can see here's the stuff we know is coming, plus 2 things we don't know about. Now, I didn't end up finding any cargo space, so like these are not so important after all. In fact, if possible, I'd like to just draw with the smugglers instead of defeating them so that my opponents still have to deal with them if we happen to run into the smugglers. But okay, here we go. Pirates are here. So I'm given a choice of how many guns I want to power when fighting the pirates. I have at least 3 because this is 1 and a purple alien is 2. And you can spend a battery to power up one of these for 2 more. I could, if I wanted, shoot them for 9, but that's wasted. Because you just have to shoot them for more than 4 to defeat them. And if you do, you may spend 1 day, which is 1 position on the track, to get $3. And 3 credits or whatever, I don't know. And credits are the ultimate like goal of the game. You want to get the most of them. This is one way to get credits. It only cost me a day and a battery, and that's what the batteries are for. So I choose to do it. And if I chosen not to defeat them, they would go back to the other guy, and he would just get a chance to defeat them, right? So I'm perfectly happy to spend a battery and 1 positioned point to get 3 credits. You expect in Flight 1 for like a high score to be like 15, maybe 20 credits, but I think that's pretty high. So getting 3 for a single event is pretty solid. Okay. Now, if I want, I must have at least 6 crew, which I do. And then if I want, I can spend a day to gain all 3 of these cargo pieces. But I didn't actually include any cargo modules on my ship, sadly. So while I could, if I wanted, actually maybe I should. I could choose to take this event and spend the day, and then just not load any of the cargo. And that would prevent the people behind me from taking it. We can see that this guy would get $5 worth of cargo out of the deal, so pretty good. You, on the other hand, would get... Is it 5? No, you would only get 3. This guy, though, would get 7. So, you know, do I mind being in the back? Not really. It would be nice, I guess, to... What the hell is your weapon power? 1, 2, 3, 4, 6? Yeah, I don't mind being behind you, actually. I'm just going to go ahead and accept this and then throw the cargo in the garbage. Just so no one else can have it. Alright, I'm done. Meteor swarm. So it's rolling dice to determine where the meteors hit. In this case, the first one from the right bounced off. Second one from the right bounced off. It's hitting me like... Okay. And so now there's one coming in the front. And it's a big one, so it doesn't bounce off, even if you have no exposed connectors. You have to shoot it. And in order to shoot this, I have to spend a battery, which is fine. That's what they're for. Whereas this guy's losing... Yeah, they're both losing this top thing, because they don't have a weapon pointed up. So this guy lost some crew. And you lost a sideways pointing laser? Yeah. And you also lose money for each piece that falls off. So that one went well for us. It's lucky we didn't get hit in any of these spots. Okay, open space. So this was one of the ones in the deck that we didn't see. And it just basically says move forward by 1 space for every engine power you have. I thought I might not be including enough engine power, but 5 is way more than these idiots had. So I'm back in front again. Great. Oh, no! Okay, I get sabotaged. That's actually really dangerous. They missed. Okay, good. We're fine. So it kind of rolls a die for a row and a column, and then the piece at that coordinated position is destroyed. If it were like this piece, of course, that's really sad. You lose like most of the ship. But fortunately, they only try 3 times. And on these Flight 1 ships are quite small. And so them missing 3 times in a row is not hugely surprising. But it is nice. It definitely does not always happen. Yeah, I was worried about having the fewest crew. But, okay, great. Pirates. So... This is another one. This is the other one we didn't see from the deck, right? So let me just... phasers to kill, please. And give me the money again. And when we empty this deck, the... Alright, so I have the fewest people, and I just lose some time. That's no big deal. I mean, I don't know. It's a little bit of a big deal. And I'm not the slowest, so I don't lose any crew members. Whoever's the slowest does. In this case, it was this guy. Does he have any crew left? Yeah, plenty. And now whoever's the weakest weapon strength gets shot at. I could produce only 3 weapon strength and choose to get shot at. That's what it's offering me the chance to do. But I'd rather not. I'd rather power up to 5. So you have to decide which lasers to shoot starting from or which batteries to spend starting from the front. Is why I'm getting the choice last. These guys already had to commit to how much they wanted to power their weapons. So I'll just power them as little as possible to not be last. I'm glad we brought all these batteries. You know, we could maybe have just barely afforded not to bring these batteries and put a laser on there. But maybe not. It depends on what we get. Okay, so you lost that bit of batteries. You lost that cargo piece. Take that, you idiot. Okay. And the last event? Oh, right, of course, the smugglers. I'm the only one who can power up enough lasers to defeat them, so these guys all get their goods taken away. And then I'm going to get some goods which I can't use. So being in the back was kind of nice. Although they did just lose batteries, not because they didn't have any cargo. I suppose, like, knowing this is the last event and I have no... I won't get any reward for defeating them, and also there's no penalty for me not defeating them. I guess I could just choose to lose. But they would steal 2 batteries from me anyway if they defeated me, so I might as well spend the 2 batteries defeating them just for style points. And I could choose to load this cargo, but it costs me 1 day, 1 point position on the list. That also doesn't matter because there's no more moving to do. I'm definitely going to finish in the back, but whatever, I'll just say no thanks. And there you go, we made it through the first adventure. And so sadly, sliding back 3 days did cost me a decent chunk of change. So the rewards are for finishing first, 4 points, second, 3 points, for finishing last, for finishing third, 2 points. If we had 4 players, finishing fourth would be 1, or credit, I guess, 1 credit. And that is better. It is possible not to finish at all, and that's worth 0. So even last place is worth something. Yeah. As you can see, 15 credits was optimistic for Flight 1. If I'd had some cargo space, I could have done well. But I just barely had enough batteries. Like, I don't know, I had 3 I didn't need, but I might have needed them. Actually, no, I only needed... I spent 2 of them, right? So I only had 1 battery left at the end. There wasn't really space for cargo. Maybe I could have made the purple alien into cargo space, but then that would be like spending an extra battery every time. So I don't know. I think what I did was fine. I got the 2 combat events and got money for them. These points here are for having the least mangled ship, which apparently, yeah. This guy had 2 exposed connectors, the front and this thing. Whereas I think I had 3? 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah, so not a very pretty ship, sadly. But, you know, we came first by a bit, and this guy actually broke even. So, done. So that's kind of like what's going on in Galaxy Trucker. And now we'll... Normally you do these as like a sequence of 3 with cumulative scores between them, but since all that matters is like the money carryover, we can just, if we want, pretend that we did Flight 1 and it went 950. I don't think it really matters. And I wanted to do these last 2, I guess, as a real-time game, just to show you what it's like playing with actual players, or playing like on cardboard, basically. So basically, you can only look at one piece at a time, but okay, we also have a bigger ship because it's Flight 2. Hello? I thought I said real-time game. No, escape. Oh, wait. What does the escape button do? Switch to... Oh, no, I don't want to go to campaign. Is this like... Do I somehow have 2 copies of Galaxy Trucker running or something? I don't know. Anyway, Oh, no, that's this button. How did it know to map escape to that? Maybe escape is back? How do I... Well, whatever. We'll play time. We'll play... This is more like how I usually play anyway. Ooh. We like excuses to get purple aliens, huh? Or aliens of... Oh, no, I didn't... Okay, well, I'm just reserving both of these. I would like to reserve this also, honestly, but I didn't realize I had so few points when I clicked to keep going. Okay, well, whatever. So you can see for Flight 2, we have a bigger ship. And for Flight 3, we'll have even more space for our ship. Anyway, I'll just grab these. I don't really want to put either of them on right now because there's no good place for them. I would love to have this. It's a very nice flexible laser to put like right here or here. These are great. That's great as well. Okay, we got brown aliens as well. A lot of really nice pieces. I just can't use them yet. Okay. I should be able to start from here, right? Just throw in a little bit of cargo space. A beautiful crew cabin. Maybe like that. Throw that in. And that. Oh my god, it's delightful. And let's just reserve... No, I don't know. Oh, I don't even have the points to reserve it anyway. Don't you do that to me. It's hidden you again. You guys can't see it. Okay, there we go. I don't know how this emulator works, but OBS doesn't like it. At least I have the preview window open so I can like notice when that happens. Okay, anything in here that's like crucial to grab? This is a pretty nice piece. Fits pretty well here. But more important is to just see what's going on. What we're going to be facing. So open space, you saw that before. That's when we spend, when we move forward according to the size of our, or the total power of our engines. A combat zone from, I guess this is from deck 2. The penalties are more severe. And meteor swarm, we need to protect more from the left than the right. And oh my gosh. They've even got big meteors coming from the left. That's a little nasty. So we might want a laser mounted like here that points left or something? I'm not sure. Probably. Ugh, what a mess. I hate those. Alright, let's look at on the next deck. Another combat zone. This is the one from... No? I guess these are both deck 2 combat zones? Anyway, and then we also have... I think this is the deck 1 Stardust. I mean, they're all the same, but I'm trying to figure out... No, this is deck 1's open space. This is deck 1's combat zone. Okay, I guess I'm just, like, wrong. Okay. Well, I'll end here. He doesn't want to look at all the pieces yet, or all the decks. Is this piece good? I don't know, sometimes, but maybe not right now. Let's look at the last deck here. Yep. Oh my god. There's a lot of open space. So... The thing is, there's like... not much reward right now for being in front, right? Only the abandoned ship really cares who's in front of all this stuff. Finishing first is still good, but there's no evidence that we need cargo at all, right? Or that there's going to be anyone to shoot at. You just need to like have defense against meteors and more of stuff than your opponents do. Okay. I don't really want any of these pieces right now. Is that any good? Maybe? Crew cabin. We want a lot of crew, that's for sure. Maybe I'll do this. I can't attach this here, but that's fine. I can put this somewhere else later. It's going to be a little bit awkward to fill in the right side of the ship with this not going to the right, but I can branch off here, hopefully. But in a real game with humans, this phase is very frantic and hectic, with everyone like pawing through the big old pile of tiles that are on the table and choosing the ones that seem good. if you see any, and I don't know, it's definitely fun. This isn't bad, this isn't bad, but I need something with more structural connectivity, like that. Yeah, okay. What can we do with that? I mean, I guess this is my second red cargo container, and we haven't seen any evidence that there's any cargo yet, but there probably will be some, and having a little bit of space to hold it is not bad. Yeah, this is nice. If I could put it like here, facing left, I'd sort of like that. Let's just reserve this. There'll be somewhere good to put it. Even putting it here wouldn't be too bad necessarily. Knock it off. Why does it keep... Well, that's what I get for playing on an emulator, I guess. Yeah, I assume there's an iPhone version of this game, but I'm playing the Android emulator because I bought the game on Android. I don't know how much it was. Not much, right? Mobile games are pretty cheap. But this one doesn't have in-app purchases besides the expansions, so it's not like trying to steal your money in an immoral way. It's just asking you like, hey, do you want to give me some money? Now, like, this would not be a bad battery piece necessarily. I could think about that. But, ooh, this is even better, right? Because we had stuff coming in from the right, didn't we? And also the back? Yeah, this is perfect. Okay, I also still don't want to... I want, like, something more... I want to put this attached to some crew cabin, but not the ones I have right now. Okay, this is probably just fine to throw in here. Means we're going to need a pretty well-connected piece to put here, because it has to go right and down, and up and left. But, you know, those pieces exist. Even if I have to put in a structural piece, it's fine. Okay, that's great. Maybe put it in like that? No, I think here's better. And then I can throw this in if I want. Or actually, that would be a good time maybe to put in... Yeah, put my brown alien in there. Well, do I even want a brown alien? Yeah, you want to be ahead on... There's a ton of open space, which, you know, being in front, it'll reward you for taking this by putting you up in front. But there's also these combat zones where you get shot at if you get outrun by your competitors. And the abandoned ship is, you know, one thing at least that rewards you for being in front. So, sure. Oh, wait a minute. Oh, man. There's big meteors from the left and from the right. Jesus. That's a tough one. Okay. So that was a nice successful round. Got to put in a bunch of new pieces. You don't want any of that crew? Really? I love crew. Yeah, there it all goes. Swallowed up by this guy. Okay. It's gonna be tough, like, dealing with all the asteroids, honestly. You have to be creative with this stuff, I think. So we could do this. That's a great piece. I love that piece right now. Now we have something shooting left. And honestly, I'm going to put one of these here as well. Well, isn't that kind of silly? It might be. So, when an asteroid is coming from the front, you need a laser positioned in exactly that column to destroy it. When it's coming from the side, you're allowed to be off by one. So this laser protects this column and this column and this column, but only from the left. We want one on the right as well. And so I was thinking, like, right now what's unprotected is the front. And, you know, we could put this here and have the front protected. But then the front is unprotected from the right and the top, so it's, like, not that great, really. I think we're just going to have to let the front deal with itself and maybe be protected from the top instead. Are there no good... It seems like there should be a good fuel thing that goes here, right? Yeah. That seems okay, although I don't want to commit to it yet, obviously. Depends on what piece I want to fit here. Maybe throw in a little cargo? But we already have 2 cargo pieces, and there can only be a total of 3, like, cargo events in the deck, which obviously 3 is a lot. We would need a lot more cargo than this to benefit from all of it, but I don't know that any of it's going to be there, right? Maybe the cargo space I have is plenty. I was just noticing that, like, this is kind of a nice way to build things. But I think more than cargo, I want batteries. So maybe we just do this? Seems okay. No, don't go away. Yeah, it's something that happens when I hit end turn sometimes. So it must be about, like, the opponent's getting more processing time or somehow taking over whatever rendering thread is running in the emulator or something. I don't know. Do I want, like... Don't have the right pieces to put a laser in front. Still haven't found anywhere to put this purple alien, which is a little disappointing. I don't have any good ways to... Well, okay, that's not true. I could put some dead-end pieces here. Like, actually, this is great. And then I just need something dead-end there. And I'm kind of thinking batteries are the way to go, right? Like this. I don't even... All I have to spend batteries on is shields right now. I guess I might not need a ton. Maybe I just wait and see whether I need more batteries or more, like... something else. Engines. I really need a big structural piece to put here. I mean, this is an option. I don't like having the crew cabins all next to each other. And also, it's not that structurally useful. I'd rather have like a big old shield or structural piece. I don't know necessarily that I can afford to be so picky, but that's what I would like. That would be a nice piece to put here. But I don't have the right laser piece to fit that, and so I think I'm just going to live with this. Oh, you know what? Just slap a laser on there. Sure. Yeah, that protects our left side completely from side meteors, except the top here. Which, if we were struck like this, okay, it would fall off. I guess this is fine. So there's a big structural piece. Ooh, even better, a big battery piece. No! Okay, I didn't really see anything good pass by. I don't... Oops, clicked outside the window. Yeah, nothing I want there. I just need a big structural piece to put here. Very funny. You know, that's not bad. A shield, but not enough connectivity. Okay, I mean, this could be playable. I don't like it, but we could go like this. And that makes space for the rest of everything, right? I don't know, the ship is a little fragile. There's... Having so many meteor swarms predicted is... It seems like it's going to be difficult. Any of this stuff that I want right now? Nah. Well, I mean, could I... No, that doesn't do any good. Alright. I mean, you know, if we had to, we could, like, throw this in, maybe? But then I have to find a big connection piece here, so it's not really saving me anything to take this. I'm still looking for a piece like this. Exactly, please? Give me the big structural piece. I'm no coward. I'll admit I want a structural piece. Ooh, crew cabin would be even better. Oh my god, we got the crew cabin. Because now I can do this. You know, this is a really nice piece that I could put here. No, I can't. That's illegal. I would need this piece. I can't rotate it, but you guys, if I had it pointing right, then I could put another laser here pointing up and be pretty happy. Maybe I still want the structural piece? No, I guess not. Well, this would be okay. You just have to wrap around to use the bottom effectively, and then I can do this. And this points the wrong way, so that's no good. But this... Oh no, I want it to go forward, right. I don't have one of those. Alright. It's a forward-pointing laser, but it's got the wrong kind of connector on it. The good news is while I don't have many batteries, I don't have much use for batteries. Perfect. Plonk that bad boy right here or here? Well, I guess here, because if I put one, if I only end up getting one that points forward like this, then I might want one that points sideways. Here, one pointing sideways doesn't do, well, I guess it does a little. It protects me from this. Maybe I do this and put a sideways one here? I don't have that piece, though. What would I do with this? Oh. Well, aw, man. I actually might end up not installing. No, I'm just putting this here. Okay, we're not going to end up getting any better than that, I guess. But I don't have to commit to it now. It would be nice to get a laser pointing up there. Okay, I'll accept a little stardust for that. And then we're almost done. We just want to finish this bit off, right? Throw that in. You have an engine that goes there. Yeah, this one goes in fine. And then something dead end, either batteries or cargo. What do I have to spend batteries on? My one shield generator and my one laser. I think I would be more comfortable with more than 2 lasers, 2 batteries. It's a long flight, so just give me like this piece. And we'll declare round done. 1 stardust. Not perfect protection from asteroids, but pretty good, I think. And we do have a shield covering our stardust, so we should be safe from small meteors. At least until the ship gets blown to bits by large ones first. Then we could have an issue. Dang it, you guys... No, you can see that. Okay. Whew. When I accidentally clicked outside the window earlier, something went on top of the preview window. I only just now noticed, and I saw the edge of it, which was black because of the aspect ratio difference. But okay, we're fine. So, oh my god. No, I don't have... I have the fewest crew? By a lot? I don't like that. But, okay. I mean, I don't know. These guys pack things in really close. If we do hit an epidemic in the decks that we couldn't look at, then we'll catch up. Open space? Sure. So we're all pretty close on engine strength. Although if I hit a combat zone, I'll be losing right now because I only have 5. Alright, at least I can take out these slavers, who I don't... They were in the hidden deck. So this is just $8 falling out of the sky. Very happy to see that. More open space? Are you going to catch me? Creeping up. If you have at least 5 crew, you can spend 1 day to gain this cargo. I probably want to do that. Right, I can actually fit all that cargo, and it's worth like $7. And I don't know that there's going to be any other cargo events, right? So I should take this. In fact, we've seen almost all the ones we didn't know about. There's just one left. And the other thing that I might want to be in front for... no, let's put this one where it's least likely to be destroyed, like there. The one thing in the deck that we know being in front would be beneficial for is this one, which costs you 3 crew, which I would rather somebody else pay. Okay, here we go. Getting shot at from the left. I think we have full coverage, right? Good. Happened to hit this column instead of this one, so we were able to shoot it down. The big one missed, so being prepared was not necessary. Okay, well, one guy lost some batteries. No big deal. No! All my cargo! At least it's just a cargo penalty. I did pay like a day to pick up that cargo, but it's not that big a deal. It was actually good because it put me in back, which means that I get to choose last whether to... I guess it doesn't matter. I win ties on combat zones, I guess, which could matter for shield for engine strength. So you lost a bunch of crew for having bad weapon strength, and now because you have bad engine strength, you're getting shot at. Okay. Because when I was in front, the other guys were powering up for 5 and 6. But being in back now means that my 5 is good enough. So he's getting shot at. Oh, look at all those pieces falling off. You idiot. And how's everyone doing for crew now? You have still 11. That's a lot. And you have a lot more than me. Okay. So I'm still losing the next crew competition, I guess. Ooh, this guy, is he running out of batteries or something? Why is he only powering up by 1? Okay, 3 batteries left, I guess. 1? What? You were powering up for 5 before. Did you lose your... Also, what the hell is this ship? This is so stupid. You have a purple alien connecting to nothing and a purple alien connecting to nothing. Like, it's fine. They're okay structural pieces, I guess. But you also have 2 real structural pieces? How did you do anything? A single epidemic is just going to absolutely wipe out your crew. And I don't know where... Like, you must have had... Can I see what your ship used to be? I guess not. You must have had, like, a lot of engine power right here that fell off in the meantime. Stardust. Lose 1 day for each exposed connector on your ship. So my ship was built reasonably well and hasn't started to fall apart yet, so I only lost 1 day. These guys lost a bunch, so I'm back in front. Which, you know, has its ups and downs. I guess we know everything else that's coming, so being in front won't be bad. But I am about to get shot at because I definitely have the fewest crew. And I only have shields to protect me from 2 of the shots. I think, right? Behind me and to the right, but not to the left. Oh well. I mean, actually, given that we know what's in the deck, and I know I'm going to lose this event anyway, right? Because they have 11 crew and 15 crew, and I have like 6? 8, I guess. Yeah, if I pass, this guy's just going to take it. So I might as well just go ahead, give me the money. Oh, you have to choose which crew to give up, right? No, these 2 up here who are most likely to be blown up by random stray meteors. Okay, now we're gonna get shot at. Hopefully the shot coming from the left misses. I can shield against the other two. I have enough batteries for that. All right. So a 7, okay. That's a direct hit, but it just knocks off a little cargo piece, no big deal. The one from the right misses, the one from behind would hit that. I'd rather you didn't. So... Dang it, you guys suddenly can't see again. It's like confused about... Like this thing must have multiple windows. Oh, it just crashed. I'm going to try starting it back up again and see what happened. See if we can actually recover the game, or if you guys are just going to be satisfied with that. Okay, it remembered my game. And we're, in fact, exactly where we left off. Great. So, I think the emulator is pretty upset with OBS. It crashed when I was, like, tapping the button several times to tell OBS to, like, fix what it was capturing. And here's our last event, getting shot at again. So I think we're safe from this one, right? We're completely protected on the right? Oh no, it blew off the thing on the top, which was pointed left. That's right. But I do have... It's asking me to shield, right? Where's it coming from? Here, yes. Oh, a small one hitting me in my one exposed connector. But I have plenty of shields, so that's fine. Plenty of batteries, rather, to power the shields. Here's the big one. Yep, we can shoot that down. These guys couldn't. And so remember, we can pretend that the scores were 9, 5, and 0 on the way in here. Once again, I didn't collect any cargo. Kind of a weird way to play. That's not how you're supposed to play, but there just like wasn't any cargo in the deck, so you didn't, you aren't supposed to prioritize it. And then I ended up getting a little bit anyway, but then it got stolen by smugglers or what? No, combat zone. So whatever. Yeah, the other two kind of sucked at this, huh? These are the hard bots. Okay, well, are we gonna do Flight 3? I mean, we could. I think I'll just show you how big the ship is. But it's gonna take forever, and you've kind of already gotten a flavor of the game. And I don't want to deal with the emulator crashing again. So that's Galaxy Trucker. It's a fun board game, decent digital port. I don't think there is a PC port. You have to run the mobile game on an emulator, but yeah, as you can see, it works okay most of the time if you're not recording it. I never had any trouble until I started trying to record it, so there is that to be said. Anyway, hope you guys enjoyed. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you next time.